Hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I am also known as the Taropist. And I am going to be your tarot card reader. Guys, we are going to do a whatever comes out reading for the collective today. This can resonate for any placement of any sign at any time. Again, we're just going to channel and get some tarot and some oracle cards here and see whatever messages need to come through for the collective. These usually come through very specifically, guys. Obviously, the most powerful way for me to pick up on your specific situation and energy is by you purchasing a personal reading, which are listed in the description box below. I am currently closed for Zoom and FaceTime readings, but I do still have pre-recorded and email readings, and anything you need to know about those are in the description box. If you're unwilling to purchase a personal reading, but you would like me to be more likely to pick up on your personal energy in these collective readings, then make sure you are engaging in some way. This is how you will transfer your energy here into the channel. Again, so that it's easier for me to pick up on your particular situation. Okay. Some easy ways you can do that are by liking the video or commenting on it, liking or commenting on any of the community tab posts. And of course, you can always share any of my content. My personal favorite, and I think the most powerful way for me to pick up on your energy in these collective readings, is by you clicking the little subscribe button below. If you are going to subscribe to the channel, guys, and you'd like to be notified when I do upload or go live, make sure that you hit that little bell notification icon to all. Let's get rocking and rolling. Let's see what the divine has for you, please. Whatever the divine or whatever the collective needs to know most today. I am ready for something bigger, better, and brighter. I do feel somebody finally not settling, okay, in life. I'm not going to settle any longer for these dead-end jobs, these dead-end friendships, these, I'm overworked, underpaid, overfed, undernourished, something like that. Okay, and then it says, gratefully, I surrender my struggle. No more struggles, baby. That's the energy. It's like you realize now that you're the only one who can choose not to struggle any longer. Something like that, I want to say. And I seek truth and act upon my realizations. Amen. Because this is what I was just saying is like when we get to the point in our ascension where we realize we are ultimately responsible for every single thing that is going on in our life, every struggle, every trauma, not the traumas that we endured as unwilling children. Okay. I want to say children only, by the way, because otherwise, if it happens in our adulthood, we signed up for it. We ignored a red flag. And by the way, maybe because of our childhood trauma, we were accepting less than we deserved, or breadcrumbs, or even abusive situations and tumultuous situations, again, because of chaos felt familiar for us. By the way, I'm speaking from experience here, so I'm not judging anybody, but what saved my life was recognizing that the only person who could continue to create a chaotic life for myself was me. Nobody else was in charge of that. I was. And that's where I feel like you're getting to right now. It's a very powerful place. And I promise you, it's all uphill from here. I want to say, by the way, I said that and then I realized like there is this moment of, I want to say, testing your commitment to this reality, this real reality, not this illusion that we all lived in, that somehow somebody else was responsible for the life that we're living currently, right? As an adult. Again, when you're a child and you have no choice. You are, what's the right word? You are subject to the life that you've been given as a child. You have no choice in the matter. That kind of abuse and whatnot is not our fault. We didn't manifest that as children. That is absolutely disturbing when I hear people say shit like that. But as an adult, we are the only people who are able to heal from that, acknowledge that, feel that pain, and then make different choices and better choices, and no longer cater to that pain. No longer feed that pain, that source of energy anymore. I know my shadow side. I work through it, or I work to willingly transform aspects of it, baby. The message is so clear. It's almost like I don't even need to get any tarot, but I am going to get tarot anyways. It just feels like such a powerful reinvention of you, right? Or it's like you have arrived. Okay. And again, this always, every single time, there's never an exception to this. This always, this reinvention, this new you, this new frequency, this new life always comes by way of us taking responsibility for the life that we live, for the choices that we make, and ultimately looking around and realizing that everything we're enduring at this moment has come by way of a choice we made. Okay. Because yeah, it's like you have a fire inside of you that nobody is going to put out here. By the way, you've endured things that were beyond your control, and then you chose to continue to endure these things because of your familiarity with chaos and destruction. but it has made something. So first of all, it's like there's this thing, it came through Sagittarius's reading, which is so funny because this is Sagittarius cards. You could be a Sagittarius, by the way. But they're saying like that phoenix rising from the ashes. But also there's like a meme that's coming through, and it is like somebody who has endured great trauma has a fire within them that nobody can extinguish. Nobody and nothing can put out. Okay. So I want to say that the fact that you've endured what you have beyond your control, and then the things you've endured that were by way of a choice that you made, all brought you to this place where you have a fire inside of you that nobody could put out, even if they tried. Okay. Not even you. And then you get the King of Cups here. And it's like, not only are you, so now that you've realized that the choices you make are actually what shape your reality, it's like you're going to start living a life that you truly love, because you no longer, once you take the power back and it's not in everybody else's hands, you realize, oh my God, I'm the one who chose that chaotic situation because it was familiar to me, or all those chaotic situations, by the way, I want to say. But I can just choose a life that I love now. I can choose to do the things that I love now, the things that I'm actually passionate about here, and nothing can stop me because of the things that I've endured has caused me to be able to feel things on a deeper level as well, become more empathic, psychically aware, very in tuned with the universe, and your own emotions, and your ability to, by the way, your attunement with your emotions is what is going to help you create, manifest things in this lifetime. Okay. Of course, becoming emotionally, by the way, by taking all of your power back and not putting it in other people's hands, like by saying, the reason why I'm like this is because they did that, or they're doing this, or the world is like this, or the government that. By the way, I'm a conspiracy theorist myself here. So when I'm saying this, it's like when we realize that all of that power we have willingly given to all of those things. And the only way that things can get better when we do that is by those things changing, which will never happen. So how do we take our power back? We realize that the reality of our situation is all based on decisions that we've once made. And we're going to start making better, head smart choices and start living a life that we truly love, because we're no longer going to put the power in the other people's hands, anybody else's hands, the government, the whoever we hate at this time, or whatever it is. I think that's it, by the way. This is how you're going to upgrade into this amazing frequency here with the Hierophant. Two kings, the Hierophant, and it's all huge, powerful energy here, baby. And whatever it is, it's like you're going to rise to the top. There's this new beginning that I was talking about here, because you've realized that your reality is literally up to you. And this is how you're going to upgrade into the higher frequency, a higher frequency in general. But I want to say kind of rise to the top. You see, there's a staircase there, and I'm watching you walk the staircase here. It's a frequency thing. It's like you're raising your frequency by way of taking your power back, and by way of taking accountability and responsibility for the life that you're currently living. And when you do that, again, then they don't get to choose how your life goes. You do. You get to choose the things you love, the things you're passionate about, and ultimately the wisdom that you've incurred. That's not the right word. I always say that though. Accrued, maybe, and the wisdom that you've accrued by all of the experiences that you've endured and that you've chosen to endure, is ultimately going to be why you are so successful in whatever you do encounter or pursue at this time, is actually what I'm trying to say. Okay. I love you so much. I hope this makes sense for you. This was a very short and sweet reading, but it does feel very powerful. And it feels like you have so many opportunities ahead of you, because again, literally, when you take accountability for the choices or for your reality, because you realize that the choices you make ultimately shape the reality you live in, um, the fucking sky is the limit. There is no limit. The sky isn't even the limit. It's beyond that. The universe, you think as big as you possibly can, and even that isn't big enough. Okay. I love you so much. And I will see you. If you made it this far, hit that like button. I'll see you in the next reading. Mwah.